Brilliant. Okay, here we go with the next topic. So the next topic is talking verbs. I'm going to explain what they are now. Let me see. Hello, Michelle. American accent. I don't have an American accent, but one lady asked if I was from Ohio a few weeks ago. Michelle, no, let me see. Martial. Hello, Martial. Hey. Anna Maria, that's awesome. I'm glad. You can edit your videos. No need to stop recording and start again. Oh, but it's very Lioso, no? To edit the videos and put up another one. Luis, that's so sweet, Luis. That's awesome. I'm glad. I love to have you guys here. Okay, cool. So, what are talking verbs? Right? So, English has a surprisingly large number of verbs that describe different ways of communicating. So, this topic is on a little bit from reported speech. Okay? Yeah, Gerrit, I know there are a lot of ways to do this, but I have so little time. So when the video is like just pausing this and I upload it straight away and I don't have time for editing, I don't need to use time. I can just put it up there on YouTube for anybody who missed the live or for my own students who want to study it by themselves. I don't have time to mess around editing too much, just because people enjoy the lives a lot and I just don't have time to sit there editing things. Honestly, you got it. Yeah. That's the issue. Martial. Okay. So, English has a surprisingly large number of verbs that describe different ways of communicating. And I love this expression, guys. At first glance. Okay? At first glance, many of them appear to mean the same thing. After all, if someone says, tells, speaks, talks, mentions, or comments, they are all communicating in the same way. However, these verbs are not interchangeable. Okay? You see? Time is of the essence, Mr. Foster. That's the thing. That's the issue. Clarence Song's official. Yeah, love is great. Yeah, love is great. Thanks, Guerrera. Yeah, I'm doing my best. Anna, it's lagging? I don't know. It's lagging. Shit. I'll have a job interview soon and I'm trying to refresh my English for that. Oh, that's awesome, Anna Maria. Brilliant. Good luck in your job interview. Open source language. Yeah, Mr. Foster, that's a cool way of looking. It's lagging. Oh, no. Do you think the difference between B2 and native C is the pronunciation? Agony? No, I think there's a lot more than just pronunciation. A lot more. There is a big difference between B2 and C. Or maybe it's the amount of words. Yeah, I think it's vocabulary, to be honest. What can we do about the internet is the issue. Because as far as I know, my internet is okay. So I don't know. Unless it's the platform. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the recording thing. Yeah, but I always use the recording thing, you see. So I don't know. That's so... Now it's working? Alessia, now it's working? Okay, maybe it was just momentary. It's good now? Okay, awesome. Cool. So, sometimes the difference is grammatical. For example, we say something, but we tell someone something. We discuss a problem, but we talk about a problem. Okay? Other times, the difference is one of meaning. If you mention something, you refer to it briefly. If you discuss it, you examine it in detail. If you comment on it, you give your opinion. If you express concern, you communicate a feeling rather than simply reporting information. If you argue a point, you support it with evidence. Whereas if you advise someone, you recommend a course of action. Your question, Clarang Songs Official. What can I do to upgrade from band 5.5 to 8? You need to study a lot. You should watch series every day. Anna, when you swiping, it's lagging again. When I'm swiping. I'm gonna try, I don't think it's my internet, but because I have fiber, But I can try with my hotspot. Let's check if it's any better with the hotspot. Out of curiosity. Who knows? Let's check. Okay. So I think I'm connecting now with the hotspot. Is that any better? Or it's still lagging? Maybe it's worse. It might be due to the hot weather. The laptop might have overheated. Can turn on the air conditioning. Or don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't know. Let's see. Is that any better now, or it's still the same? You're taking my exam, right? Static. Me taking the exam. I don't think we get away with that. Okay. Choosing the wrong verb may make your English sound unnatural, change the meaning, or completely or produce a grammatical error. These distinctions are frequently tested in the Cambridge B2 First and C1 Advanced examinations, particularly in Reading and Use of English Part 1, 2 and 4, where success often depends on recognizing subtle differences in meaning, collocation, and grammatical pattern. So, in this lesson, we will compare the most common talking verbs, examine the structures that follow each one, explore their typical collocations, and analyze the subtle differences that make each verb unique. Understanding these distinctions will help you write, speak with far greater precision and confidence. Okay? So, say, is the internet better now? Out of curiosity, is it lagging less? Just let me know if I should stay, because I've changed to my hotspot. For that. That's a good idea, Gary. I should get one of those. Okay, say. So the verb say focuses on the words, message, or information being communicated. Unlike tell, it does not normally identify the listener. The most common patterns are say something, say that clause. Oh, the internet. Let's go back to this. I think we're back now. Itch you may, I can't trust you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have trust issues. Okay. Say something to someone. For example, the CEO said that the merger would create significant long-term value for shareholders. Several witnesses said they had heard an explosion shortly before the building collapsed. She refused to say whether she intended to stand for re-election. Hello, Anna. Hey, I can't see your photo. Which Anna? Okay. All right. The ambassador said nothing throughout the negotiations. Notice that say is immediately followed by the information, not by the person. So you can't say you, say her, say Jessica, say Jacinto. No. You say nothing, or say if she wants to go, but you don't say the person directly. You say Yasmin. So correct would be, she said she was exhausted, she said something interesting, she said goodbye. We don't say she said me the truth. No. Hey Sophie, she said us. No. That the meeting had been cancelled. No. This doesn't belong here. Okay? You would just say she said that the meeting had been cancelled. All right? Sophie, that's the point. Yeah. We're making a distinction between say and tell. Exactly. That's the point. Okay? If you want to mention the listener, to is required. Okay? So said to us, said to her, but it's a bit weird. Okay? Okay. Hello, Elaine. She said to me, or Alan, she said to me that she would call later, but it's a bit strange to say this, all right? However, native speakers usually prefer she told me that she would call later, okay? If you want to say who you're talking to, then it's better to use tell. This is why say to someone is grammatically correct, but much less common than tell someone, okay? Good job, guys. Alan, you got it, and Sophie, you got it. Well done. Another important point is that say is not limited to spoken language. It is also used when written material communicates information. Okay? Cool. So guys, what do you think? Will we leave it there for today? And we'll come back. Maybe I'll go down. How far have I got down? Maybe I'll finish say, will I? I'll finish say and then we'll stop there for today. So examples could be, the contract clearly says that payment must be made within 30 days. The label says the product should be stored below 5 degrees Celsius, like my laptop. The report says that inflation is likely to remain above target throughout the year. The article says that younger adults are increasingly choosing remote working. Yeah, we're going to debate this at some point. And Alan, English is not my native language. I'm trying to find a source of idioms. Do you know where I could? All right, Anna, no problem. I have a lot of videos on TikTok with idioms, Alan. Notice that newspapers, books, reports, contracts, and signs can all say something because they communicate information. For example, let's compare. The newspaper says that interest rates will rise. The newspaper mentions interest rates. The newspaper comments on interest rates. These have different meanings. So, says means the information actually appears. Mentions means the topic is referred to briefly. And comments on means an option is expressed. There are also several fixed expressions with say that cannot normally be replaced by tell. For example, say hello, so you don't tell hello, okay? You say hello. Say goodbye, say thank you, you don't tell thank you, okay? Say sorry, not tell sorry. Now, for C1, say no more. I love this one, okay? Love this one. Say no more. Say a few words. Say grace. Say your prayers. Guys, does anybody know where would you use say a few words? Have any of you heard that? I've got my tea here and I haven't touched it. Have any of you heard say a few words? This often happens like actually at a funeral. If you're at a funeral, you know, the priest, you've never heard it before, Mr. Foster, no? No, not really. If you're at a funeral, it's very typical. The priest, maybe he will say, okay, now I would like to welcome Jacinto's wife. She's going to say a few words about Jacinto and his life, you know? Yeah. What about say no more? Say no more. If you want to help somebody, for example, you know, or give them support and they say, look, right now I don't want help, I'm okay, I'll let you know if I need help. They might say, okay, say no more. Say no more. Like, I understand you totally. You don't need to tell me anything else. Like, I understand that you understand the situation and I'm not going to continue bothering you. And this one, say grace. Does anybody know about say grace? This one you know, Anna? Yeah? Sophie, for examine when someone, Ford. For introducing someone, yeah. Elena, you have to B1 exam. All good luck. You'll study a lot. El Moreno, you got it? Like when you're done, say no more. I've understood you perfectly. You got it? Okay, so I've understood perfectly. Say no more. Perfectly, Mr. Foster. That's it. You got it, yeah. R.I.P. Jacinto Marcial. In the class. Jacinto has come to a quick end in the class, yeah. Oscar, hey Oscar. How can I enter the group of your TikTok biography? You're from Peru. You would like to? Yeah? Oh, I will send it to you. I will send you the link. Oscar, send me a DM and I will send you the link, okay? Anna knows this one. Anna's laughing at Marcial there though. Marcial caught it. Say a prayer, yeah, Mr. Foster, exactly, that's correct. Chris, late again, damn, oh no, but the video will be on YouTube. Chupito for Jacinto, yeah. PC joins me. Condolences are with Jacinto's wife. Well, yeah. He's gone with the eclipse. Say grace, exactly. It's when you say a prayer before you eat your dinner. No, you say thank you to whoever you believe in. Before you eat, you say grace. Awesome. Yeah, say your prayers. So notice the difference. He said sorry and then he apologized. Okay, so these are close in meaning but not identical. Saying sorry simply refers to the words used, whereas apologizing focuses on the communicative act. Martial is a good one. Good joke. Okay, cool. Awesome, guys. So I don't know, I didn't prepare a speaking for today, but if anybody would like to practice their speaking, we can do one for 5 minutes if you like, or if not, I think we can call it a night and we'll be back tomorrow. Okay? So we'll start off tomorrow with tell. Hello, Dan guides. Alright guys, cool. So I hope you have a lovely evening then. Okay. I have no speaking topic prepared for today. So it would be ad hoc speaking, free topic. Alessia, what time do you start tomorrow? The weather, talk about the weather. That's very Irish, Mr. Foster. Tomorrow, let me check my schedule because my schedule... Tomorrow, I'm not sure. Honestly. Maybe at 4. Maybe at 4. I think it could be. 4 p.m. Madrid time. Could be. Yeah, maybe 4 Madrid time. But Alessia, we have a WhatsApp group if you want to be in that. Julian, hello Julian. What's the actual difference between B2 and C1? A lot of vocabulary, Julian, not so much grammar, verbs, idioms, expressions. Sandra, I'd like to join the WhatsApp group as well. Sandra, you can join. Just send me a WhatsApp. If you go into my website, it's in the link in the bio on TikTok, and you can click work with me, and it's my WhatsApp. Send me a WhatsApp message. Hello Vicky, I'm Sandra. Can I go in the WhatsApp group? And I will add you to the WhatsApp group. Okay. Sophie, where are you from? I'm Irish. I'm from Ireland. Where are you from, Sophie? Angel, could you please share your WhatsApp link here? I don't know if I can share it here. It's 0034 658 0494. That's it. 4 p.m. Luis, excellent, awesome. Paulina, hello. You love learning more about English. That's awesome. You see, someone for practice English conversation. Awesome. That's cool. Do you live in Madrid? Julian, I don't generally say where I live, Julian, on lives. Okay? Just in case. You're from Argentina, yeah? Awesome. I was in Argentina. I was in Foz do Iguaçu a few years ago. Almost 4 years ago now, I was there. Lauren, yeah, Ireland is a nice country. The weather is terrible, but it's a nice country. The people are nice generally. Who's calling now? Oh my god. Hey!
Hello.
Hello, what's up?
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Great. Vicky, I just thought, why should I squander such an opportunity to practice in English if no one is calling? But just for 5 minutes and go to sleep and go to bed. Yeah.
That's awesome. So which topic should we go for? Should we go for the...
I think we'd better start with the weather. So what's the weather like in Spain today?
The weather is fantastic, but I have the air conditioning on at maximum capacity all day. So
is it 16?
Yeah.
16 degrees?
Yeah. So and I haven't gone. Did I go anywhere today? I haven't gone anywhere today. So I've been at home with the air conditioning on, apart from when I was outside working out. It was hot in the middle of the day, but
all right.
Yeah.
That's great.
And what
actually, my reasoning to call you was to set an example for Gerera, because she is chickening out. The second time in a row. At a stretch, so okay. Gerera, I tell you, it's not. There is nothing to afraid of. Vicky is biting.
Somebody else is calling now. What? Oh my goodness! Somebody else now. Nino and Ankle are calling. Will we answer for fun? We can check. Because maybe we have company. Oh my.
Oh, that's great.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Hello. I'm Lino from Peru.
You're from Peru, yeah?
Yes, from South America.
That's
nice
awesome.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What's the weather like in Ukraine, Mr. Foster?
Oh, it's getting colder a bit. So the prognosis is for the next week 7 degrees over zero at night. Yeah.
7
so it's getting colder.
So you're in the north.
Yeah, it's still forecast. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be this way, but the forecast still 7 degrees at night.
Oh, wow.
In 1 week.
In 1 week, okay. Here I think it's at night.
It's in my area because it's a big country. In different areas might be different.
Yeah,
weather.
It's a huge country. And what about in Peru? How's the weather?
Oh, here now we are 28 degrees.
Okay.
But we are waiting in 2 months. We are going to have the phenomenon Lino is coming. We're going to have such a rainy days. Peru is going to be the most affected countries after Colombia and Ecuador too. I don't know if you know that information.
No, I didn't know that. So it's like a rainy season.
Yes, the rainy season is going to be in 2 months. We're waiting for that.
Okay.
I like to see the thunder and lightnings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I never seen that.
That's really cool. Well, so we should chat.
Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerera asking for accepting here.
Where is she? Where?
She's calling.
Call again, Gerera. I can't. Hang on. Call again. There. I was looking at the screen, and I didn't see. She's not appearing here now. Anyway, so far. What was your name in Peru again?
My name is Lino. Lino.
Lino. That's a cool name. It's a new name for me. Lino. That's cool.
Lino, yes.
Lino.
It's the first time I'm here. Thank you for accepting me.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just waiting for Gerera, but she's not here. She's not calling.
You are from England, really? England.
I'm Irish.
Irish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Irish.
Is it true that you say about us, something like that? There is a funny way to pronounce this phrase?
Yeah.
Bottle of water? Yes, why?
Yeah.
Which one is correct?
Oh, I say bottle. I say bottle of water. But like in America, I think they say bottle of water.
Yeah, no, I say bottle of water without the T sound.
You say bottle.
Bottle of water.
Yeah, you like.
In the UK, do they speak like that?
I think that's maybe in the UK, near like America.
Okay. It's different. Okay. I see.
Yeah, your English is excellent. Why don't we have a little debate, right? So, should we start? What about how do you feel, Lino, about vegetarianism?
This is what I wanted to do all my life because all days, for example, I eat too much. I consider that I'm having bad habits of eating. I want to I want to better this, but I every time I'm promising every week, but I can't. I like to eat here in Peru. Okay. We have a good gastronomy. I would like to be vegetarian. Yes, I but I know how to do it. Would you help me? Do you know the secret?
I'm sure Guerrera can help you, but we can't contact her at the moment. What do you is it true in Peru you have guinea pigs?
We have what? We have ceviche, pollo a la brasa, lomo saltado.
What about guinea pigs?
I don't know what is this, sorry.
Conejillo de Indio?
Ah, yeah, it's cuy.
Yeah, and is it does it taste like chicken?
Guinea pig, yes. No, it's similar to chicken, but yes, yeah, I understand. Yeah, guinea pigs, yeah, we have here guinea pigs, in the highlands especially.
Oh wow.
The highlands people, they like to eat guinea pigs with potatoes.
Oh wow. What do you think, Mr. Foster? Would you eat a guinea pig?
Guinea pig.
Would I eat a pig?
A guinea pig.
Guinea pig, yes.
Guinea pig.
Yeah?
That's the first time I hear this word, guinea pig. Guinea pig. I see. Guinea pig.
Like a rat.
Guinea. It's spelled as Guinea. Yeah. Guinea
Yes.
pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Acting as a guinea pig is the animals at which the scientists make some experiments. See?
I don't know if they use guinea pigs, but I'm not sure if they're rodents, Anna Maria. But they definitely you can eat them.
Teacher, how do you know that here in Peru we eat this in the highlands? How do you know?
Because I love culture and I love speaking to people from different countries. So
Yes, but I live in the coast, but I don't live in the highlands. But yes, most of the people like to eat guinea pigs. But it's nothing that I don't like. The matter is, for example, that there's not much meat. It's very skinny, the guinea pig. I prefer to eat a chicken.
okay, something with more meat. And you're living on the coast, Mr. Foster. You're not living on the coast.
No, I live in continental part of Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what
In
do you-
so-called continental climate.
Okay, continent. And do you miss would you like to live on the coast?
Yeah, it was great pleasure. It comes to my mind the story of the old man and the sea by Hemingway, and he was sitting at the seashore, being the senior man, advanced in years, and contemplating the sea, the seagulls. Yeah, that's my dream for maybe for 100 years old.
Yeah. My favorite bird is the seagull, actually.
Yeah, my also.
Really?
And by the way, my favorite word is entrepreneur as well. But just
That's
Just
very
coincidence.
That's funny. Lupilo.
Teacher, are you
And-
vegetarian?
Oh yeah, vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian, but Guerrera is vegetarian. So I was hoping that But Mr. Foster has an opinion about this. What do you think about vegetarianism?
actually, I think that it's a really useful approach towards life, which is possible during modern era, modern age. Because back in days in the past, it wouldn't be possible to be vegetarian because you need the power to chase the prey, to chase the deer, so your family could eat. But nowadays, people can serve the energy and practice this approach towards life, like vegetarian, and it's really useful for prolonging lifespan to in a way, to some extent, because it make metabolism a bit slower. But still, if you're acting as a sportsman, if you have physical loads, it's really hard to be vegetarian, and I'm not certain that it is useful because there are some proteins that vegetarian food doesn't provide for our body chemistry. That's my reply.
Beautiful. That's super insightful. Lino, what do you think?
And just for the record, I'm still waiting for Guerrera.
Yeah, me too.
Just for the record.
I'm watching the screen for her to call.
I think that it's very important for your health, definitely.
Guerrera, don't play truants.
Yes.
Don't play truants.
As I told you before, yes, I wish I could to be vegetarian because, for example, I can see your face. Your face is totally so clean, so beautiful. I don't know, maybe it's just because you're vegetarian, yes, baby. But in my case, I'm overweight in this moment. I should change my eating habits, definitely. I'm going to try to do my best, maybe, because... Sorry, one question. That means that you'll never have rice or bread?
I'm not vegetarian, Lino. Guerrera is vegetarian. Another part. I'm not vegetarian, but
You're not.
I don't eat. Funny you mentioned rice because I don't eat gluten.
Gluten. Okay.
For example, I don't eat gluten.
Or maybe you think that you don't eat gluten, because gluten comprise almost the whole cereals. If you eat cereals, it's highly possible that you consume some amount of gluten as well.
Because I don't.
But
really
I don't think we should be afraid of consuming the gluten.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, Chris is asking who is Guerrera. Guerrera is the only one Guerrera. She's not
Listen,
definitely.
are you always in TikTok? It's the first time that I see you. Is it?
The girl is the most popular lady in this class.
No, I'm going to start following you now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to be your follower.
That's
Definitely.
awesome. That's awesome. Then, and I saw your question here about intolerances. We can speak about this. Then I started doing lives. I think in April, and there was maybe 5 people. I think Mr. Foster and Guerrera were 2 of the first people here. So that was really cool. And yeah, I think it was April, and it's been a lot of fun. I really like doing it because we have Mr. Foster is in Ukraine, Guerrera's in Spain, you're in Peru. We have had people, like a lot of people from different countries in Africa, Armenia, Korea. It's super cool. Guerrera's
I can add that I haven't missed the single lesson
yeah.
during the last months, except the one which wasn't announced on WhatsApp group. So I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge proponent of Vicky's method of teaching. Yeah, I've never came across such method before. Never.
Well, you
in my life.
guys make it possible. It's
And in addition, I can say that your pace, suits me like perfectly, because some teachers are a bit slower, some a bit faster, and your pace is really fast, which suits me because I'm really think fast, and I feel I get bored. Yeah. When like curriculum goes too slowly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So yeah, it's cool. So it's good to have a space for more advanced speakers, It's nice, and we can discuss different topics and stuff like that. Lino, what did you think about the earthquake in Colombia?
Oh yes, it was 2 days ago. It was the first time. I think that 1 or 2 months ago, it started in Venezuela first, and now Colombia. Yes, in Venezuela it was two months ago. Yes, now 2 days ago was in. We are so close to Colombia. We are next to Colombia. Yes, Ecuador and Colombia. Peru limits are Colombia, Chile, and Ecuador. So people are saying about that maybe we are going to have an earthquake too, but nobody knows about this. But we are pretty sure that we're going to have another El Nino. Yes, definitely that we're going to have. We are pretty sure about this.
Whoa.
But yes, the scenes about the earthquake was terrible. So sad, really.
And was there no warning about it?
Yes, it was in the morning, 7:40 in the morning.
But there was no warning. Nobody knew that it was coming.
Nobody knew about this. Yes.
That's really crazy.
Yes.
What about in Ukraine, Mr. Foster? Are there ever any earthquakes in Ukraine?
No, there has never been any earthquakes in Ukraine. We are kind of far from these epicenters because there is no any of the high mountain ridge in Ukraine, and this area was formed really long time ago. So there were some volcanoes, calderas, back in days, maybe thousands, maybe millions years ago. But nowadays, all those calderas are dim.
They're like dormant, or
have no fire anymore.
inactive. No, they're inactive.
Inactive.
Yeah, they're inactive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
They're in Anna Maria is saying they have an epicenter in Romania. Yeah, in Ireland we have nothing like this. Very bad weather, but we're not near a fault line. Nothing like that. So what?
Teacher, what do you say bad weather in Ireland? What? Because it's sunny, it's raining. But why bad weather in your country?
That's such a common.
What do you say bad weather?
It's a really common question. So people say like, "Oh, Vicky, is it really cold?" In fact, on Sunday, one of my friends said this. I was cold on the beach, and he said like,
Okay.
"You're supposed to be Irish. Why are you cold?"
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not extreme cold like in Korea or in Ukraine or Russia or something or Hungary. Not extreme
Yeah.
cold, not hot. But it's a combination of every type of weather all the time. So in one moment the sun is out, then suddenly there's a lightning storm, then it's raining,
Okay.
then it's cold, then it's sunny, then it's raining
Okay.
again. So it's just this like,
Excellent.
so you can never ever in one day you have like 7 or 8 different.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
The only
Yes.
thing, the only
I
thing
love
is it kind of beautiful, but in winter, like it's really dark. It gets dark at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So
Yes.
the nights are really long, and the sun comes up about 8:30 in the morning, maybe. So it's hard.
May I ask you? May I ask you guys?
Yeah.
Do you actually swim in Ireland, in the sea?
I used to
Like-
swim a lot when I was there. Funnily enough, yeah, you can. It's funny.
Being a child or being an adult?
Both. Well, I left Ireland when I was
Both. Yeah.
22.
So,
So
do you have kind of Gulf Stream washing
exactly.
around the Iceland? or not?
Exactly, yeah. So we have
Ah, you
like,
have, yeah? Gulf
we
Stream.
do. So we have like the same water temperature as Lisbon in Portugal. Maybe about
Oh, really?
16 degrees. Even though we're much further north because if we didn't have the Gulf Stream, I think Ireland would be frozen. We'd have a lot more freezes.
They would be. It would be. And actually, and you mentioned that it's not around the whole Ireland is that warm temperature of water. Because you mentioned while marathon, you tried to swim, but the water was really, really cold.
Yeah.
And you tried another one near the Cork, and their water was better, was warmer.
That was my perception anyway. Yeah, further to the south and then over to the west coast, I think it was a few degrees colder at that beach, for sure. You know?
All right.
If you open more windows for people.
And do you have some trees, the really high trees in Ireland?
I think
What?
I think the English cut down a lot of the trees because they wanted to use Ireland for farming. So
Teacher, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I have to go.
That's
I have
okay.
English classes now. Teacher, sorry. One question. Do I have to say I have to go?
I have to go. It's perfect. I have to go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to meet you. Yes, believe me. You're
You
so beautiful.
too. You too. Thank you so much for calling, Lino.
Thank you for conversation, Mister.
Thank you, Mr. Two. Okay, bye. Thank
Lino.
you.
Bye. Have
Bye-bye.
a nice day. Bye. What about Mr. Foster? Do you work remotely, or do you go to the office?
Both. I work both and remotely and go to the office.
So like a hybrid
But-
mode.
Hybrid, yeah, but actually I see where you're coming from. You want the follow-up question is what's the perks and drawbacks, of working remotely?
I guess so. I was going in that direction.
And I still wanted to ask about the trees in Ireland a bit more. May I?
Yeah, go for it. I don't know if I can answer.
Because my question stems from this survey that you shared for every participant of the class to write a couple of words about yourself, and there were examples of answers, and some examples actually sounded like if it were you who wrote those examples. And there were some sentences that when I grow up, I liked to climb the trees with my friend. And was it you who climbed by trees in your childhood?
Oh no, I don't think that was. I think that example was not me. I think maybe that was somebody.
No,
else's
it wasn't your example. All right, I see.
I don't think
All
so.
right.
But in
All
fact,
right,
I
never
did.
mind.
Yeah, we did climb trees, but not very high. And I usually tried to make my best friend at the time climb the tree. because he could climb higher than I could, and then I watched him climbing the tree. But I didn't. I was
All right.
afraid to climb too high. Yeah, honestly.
All right. Yeah, speaking of remote work, I can share a couple of words, and I think it's maybe time to call it a day because maybe some people want to go to sleep. And actually, at your place, it's also around about midnight, yeah?
Here it is, yeah, 10 to.
Yeah, 10 to. So yeah, like briefly about remote work. Actually, I prefer to go to office if it's possible, but it's not always. It's no longer always a possibility in Ukraine. Yeah, I don't want to go in details because I'm thick and tight of this war topic. Because people are just asking about war, but no one can help with that, and it feels like people are curious, feel like curiosity, but you have been living in this mess 4.5 years, and sometimes people even mix up the years. One lady from England asked me, "Oh, how long have you war has lasted?" It's about 2 years, and I kept silence maybe for half a minute, and they told, "No, it's not 2 years. It's 4.5 years." So because I think I realized that there is no one in the world who understands simply what we feel. So I prefer to steer clear of this topic if it's possible. But nevertheless, it's not always the possibility. It's not always the possibility to avoid this topic. So I can say that it's not always possible to go to office in Ukraine. But on condition that it's possible, I would definitely go to office because, working remotely, it feels like you live when you work. And it's actually, from my perspective, it's add up a stress to people. It's better to distinguish these parts. And on condition that you have a family, actually, it's not always possible to concentrate on your work for people who have family, who live with small kids. They are distracting them like incessantly, and it causes suffering both sides, and job activities and family activities. So you at the same time make it worse your relationship with family, and at the same time you not keep up with your job. So definitely I would go to the office, having a chance, and also it's distinguish the mental side of this question. So at the workplace, you work about work, and live in the office, that very moment, forget about the job and clean up your mind and spend it and devote that time like totally to your family, to your friends, to the nearest and dearest. That's my reply.
Nearest and dearest. That's really interesting. One of my oldest friends, she studied law also, and she became a barrister in Ireland. And she told me that during COVID, the divorce rates went up a lot because people were at home. And the amount of stress of being together, trying to work from home with all the family, nobody could go outside, that people got really angry with each other. Domestic violence went up and divorce rates went up also. So I think it's true that it's more stressful to work from home if you have your family and all this there. And
And Vicky, and if it's not an option to go to office, it should be the separate room, definitely, like cabinet, like in your house. No one can distract you within your working hours.
Yeah.
And still, it leads to isolation to some extent. And isolation never is useful for mental health, never. So because we humans are totally like team, like collective creatures, We are created to act in group, to interact in group, and build relationship within group. Otherwise, our mental health suffering, being alone.
It suffers. No, I totally agree. Actually, I remember growing up, my mom always said that you should never study in your bedroom. Because then when you want to go to sleep, your brain is in like studying mode. So I think it's
absolutely
true. Yeah, I think it's true.
And leave it somewhere like 2 or 3 meters away from the bed. But it's hard to fulfill, to provide in life because our modern life is totally related to smartphone and to the internet. Yeah. And actually that's yeah, please.
No, I can't do that. I know I should, but I have my phone like literally next to the bed.
Yeah, you're addicted on the internet. All right, may I get back to the point, to the question about your friend who is a lawyer? Because I was just out of curiosity, which university he he went to.
The same as
Was
me.
it-
The same as me. You
I
see.
said, but yeah, the reason of my question is I'm a bit astonished that he opted the career of barista. Yeah, you told that he is barista.
She's
or
a
was
barista. Yeah, she is a barista.
She is barista.
Yeah.
It's astonishing for me because your college university in Cork is a really such high rank, and because 220 place rank in the world list, it's a huge. It's a really. I think this university provides really strong knowledge, and I'm used that person opted not to go that way and become barista.
Yeah. No, it's a good university. All right. We had
It's great.
I can tell you an interesting story. Did you hear the story about? Do you know Ian Bailey?
Ian
Rest in
Bailey.
peace. Yeah, Ian Bailey.
Is it some name or what is it?
Yeah, he's a name. It's a really crazy story from Ireland. He was accused of murdering a French woman in Cork. Now, there's a huge conspiracy all around this story, but basically, they could not prove that he was guilty. So they never.
No, I've never heard. Never.
No, it is a Netflix documentary. It's a pretty big case. And obviously, her family is French and they were very upset. They wanted him extradited to France. He tried in France because the burden of proof is less in France. But the Irish government said no, he's an Irish citizen. He was tried in Ireland and there was not enough proof to find him guilty. Anyway, I was in, I think, third year at university and he joined law. And I was in an optional subject one day and he came into the class and he decided to study a law degree because he wanted to clear his name and defend himself. So it was,
Defend herself in the law, in the court of law.
Yeah. So that was when, because I think it was my second year. And the same time, this girl, my friend, I didn't know that she was coming because when we finished school, she went working for a year. And then after she decided to come to university. So she was a year behind me. But because this was like an optional subject, there were some first years also in that class. So my friend was in my class and so was this guy. So it was it was a very interesting year that year at UCC.
All right, I haven't heard this story, but I consider from what you have just said that woman is a really, really brave woman. And I always respect the bravery and brave people. So
the woman, my friend, is it? Who was studying?
Who tried to protect herself in the court of law.
No. He was the man who was accused of murdering her.
All right. Now I see. All right.
Yeah. So that was, it's an interesting story. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Vicky, truth to be told, all your stories are always interesting, and you know that because you are the master of storytelling. That's the secret power. Maybe.
I don't know. Today I was watching a conference about storytelling, actually. But yeah, it's good. They say Irish people are good at telling stories. I don't know.
I think you can easily win the popularity being some TV show leader or host or something. Yeah.
Oh no.
You have this neck. You have this neck for. You definitely have, and I think the whole people tell you this. Not only me, and I think you're by yourself know that.
I can't believe you used knack. That's fantastic. That's really, really good English. You have a knack.
Yeah, I like this. This Norwegian word actually is Norwegian roots. Yeah.
It's really cool. Okay, well, we better say good night to everybody here. I'm so sorry that Guerrera couldn't join us because that would have been, she wanted to, I think. Poor thing.
Yeah.
I'm here watching the screen, but anyway, she's not here. So thank you so much. That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, and good night, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Please God.
Yeah, good night. Good
Okay.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. So that's all from us for today. I think. That was so much fun. Thank you all for participating. Okay, let me see. Let me catch you. It's hard to. What's happened here? What was this? Oh yeah. Okay, there was loads of messages there, guys. But I was listening to Mr. Foster and Lino. That was so much fun. Gerard, I'm so sorry you couldn't join. Yeah, but such a pity. You said here, oh, you rejected my request. Were you speaking to Lucy or me? Because I definitely didn't reject your request. I was here looking at the screen to get you in here. Anyway, I'm sweating, you know. Oh, okay. There's one question here. 111. Do you think that 6 months of full immersion in Dublin are enough to pass from a strong B1 to a C1? Maybe if you study every day and you're watching series, strong B1 to C1. I think that's a lot, eh? I think to go from B2 to C1 in 1 year is fast. I don't think you can go from strong B1. Maybe you can go from strong B2, I think. I would eclipse the eclipse. With you. Ok, voy a hablar con soporte. ¿Qué remedio? Ok, do. Okay, awesome, guys. So, Gare said that you can invite her. Maybe it works. I tried to invite her. But I couldn't because it only comes up when I click her name. It says reply, see translation, pin comment, mute account, block account, report, or copy. I don't see how I can call her. That's the issue. If not, I would have called for sure. Okay. Awesome, Chris. That's cool. No problem, 111. I would say 6 months. If you can go from strong B2 to strong B1 to strong B2, that would be a huge jump. Okay? Fate is separating us. Okay, Anna Maria. All right. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the eclipse. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed our eclipse class. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. All right? And we'll see each other tomorrow, please God. I hope you sleep well, okay? Bye, guys. And thank you so much, Mr. Foster and Lino, for participating in the speaking. You are awesome.